Hello there, amazing and wonderful gaming people of that YouTube. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about simple games, and I'm not meaning, games where you just push a button and things happen and stuff like that. I'm talking about games where casual games. I think that's a way to call it. Casual games. Why are they so popular, and why do a lot of people play them? So I have a couple of casual games that I play a lot. And one of them is really, really new, and the other one is like an old but goodie. And I will start with the old and the good. It's like Euro Truck Simulator 2 or American Truck Simulator. You can pick your choice. These are not games where you have to be a brain surgeon to play them, or you have to know, all these intricacies on how a truck is working, like a flight sim and stuff like that. You basically just sit your fat ass down on a chair. You take a controller or a keyboard or steering wheel in your hand, and then you just drive from A to B, avoiding some stupid ass traffic AI that's really, really bad, and you deliver some cargo. That's it. Like I said, I can fall asleep playing that game. Granted, it has a massive modding community, and to some extent I think it's the modding community that keeps that game alive, but that's not the scope of this video, because mods don't make the game more hard, like massively more hard or difficult and stuff like that. Yes, you can get mods where there's more traffic and better AI and stuff, but it's not like that I have to go out and connect the hoses and all that to the trailer, and I have to know how a truck engine is working or anything like that. You're basically just doing a FedEx quest if you're a World of Warcraft player. You're running from one area to another area, do some mediocre task in between, and then you're done. So I would give a little bit of theory why I think casual games like that is really, really popular, and that's because you can do other things. You can listen to podcasts, you can watch YouTube videos, you can watch Netflix, you can do you can watch streams, stuff like that. Where if you are in a heavy shooter, or you are in a flight sim, or other games that really, really demand your attention, you cannot do that. And what do people like? Well, they like to consume content. So if they can consume content and a game at the same time, it's a win-win, because then they are kind of active while they are inactive, if you get what I'm saying here. So they are active with the way that they are playing Euro Truck Simulator, or the other game that I also really, really like that I found recently is Pure Rock Crawling, where basically just driving a truck over rocks. That's it. It's so simple, but it's so addicting. For the same reasons, you are active while you're using your fingers and you're using your brain a little bit, while you're still watching your favorite YouTube video, listen to your favorite podcast, maybe learning some subject from a lecture online or stuff like that. But you're still gaming, so it don't feel so much as a chore that you are watching a lecture, reading or listening to a podcast and stuff like that. It kind of takes two mundane things, but if you combine them, they become more than the sum of them together, if you get what I'm saying here. So it becomes more like, okay, if I just had to play Euro Truck Simulator, I will fall asleep. If I just have to sit and watch Netflix or listen to a lecture online, or listen to a podcast and all that, I will feel a little bit bored or not feel like I'm doing anything. But if I'm playing a Euro Truck Simulator or pure rock climbing, I can't speak, while I'm doing the other thing, it kind of takes the mind a little bit away of just sitting and watching Netflix for 5 hours, or listening to a professor talk about something for 5 hours, or listen to a podcast for 3 hours. It takes a little bit of that mundane inactivity away. So they kind of become this sum of active enough for you to not get bored and get tired of it, but not so demanding on your brain and your ability to use or play the game, that you can't also listen to the podcast, the professor, watch the video movie and get something out of it, watch a let's play or stream, and you can still be active in the chat to some extent. So I think that's why these games are so popular, that by themselves they are not, groundbreaking, and people may not, play Euro Truck Simulator or pure rock climbing for 5 hours without any music or anything running in the background. Most people always have some other activity going on in the background. And combining those two, it makes like watching let's say you have like a lecture in psychology or something like that, that's 2 hours long. well, you can kind of watch that and still learn something while you're playing Euro Truck Simulator Pure Rock Climbing. Or, oh, I need to catch up with this series on Netflix. I could sit down and just watch it for 5 hours and not do anything other than watching it, and then I will feel like a zombie the rest of the day. Or I could play Euro Truck Simulator Pure Rock Climbing or any other game while I'm watching the series. I can still keep up with the series, and I can still get what's going on. But then again, I also am playing a game to take, the boredom a little bit away and stuff like that. I hope this makes any sense for you guys. It's just something that I was thinking about while I was playing Euro Truck Simulator here the other day. What is your thoughts about these casual games? Why they are so popular on streaming sites, on Let's Plays, or especially streaming, to be honest. And why are you playing a lot of casual games if you are? And what are you doing while you are playing casual games? Like, are you, like I said, watching videos, listening to podcasts, music, and stuff like that? What other activity are you doing while you're playing a casual games? And I'm talking more PC, not so much phones and stuff like that, because that's a whole nother debate. See you all later. Bye bye.